Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for Spoken and Heard open mic here at Kick Butt Coffee in Austin, Texas? I'm Ernie B, and here's your host, Hot Tamale, and the lovely Lost in Thought. Oh, I got to unmute your mics, don't I? See, I knew something was going to go wrong. Hold on. There you go.
Check two. There I am.
Yay.
Ernie, did you think I shrunk? I swear it was down here.
Oh, no, there was a show last night.
Oh, okay.
So I think Sis rescued me. I had a food stain right here, and then she cleaned it. But it made me think of Romy and Michelle's high school reunion, when like that scene when she went up to the mic and she had that dream. And it's like, hi, I forgot my top.
The only time I laughed in that movie, I only laughed once, was at the very end when they were old and Romy says something to Michelle.
No, I'm the Mary, you're the Rhoda.
And she was
And then there was a long pause, and she goes, duh.
Duh.
That made me laugh. Because of the long pause.
No, you know
Even
what,
as an old lady, she's like,
you know what
"Duh."
part of that movie I laughed at is when they danced it time after time at the end.
Yep.
Did
That
you
was so awesome.
Did you weep?
No.
Oh.
Okay, shall we
Okay.
do the thing? Okay,
Yes.
after
Good
that.
night, everybody.
awkwardness.
Thanks for coming.
Good night. Thank you. Good night.
Yeah.
I hope you enjoyed the show.
Okay.
Thanks for coming out.
What's happening, Kick Butt? You're about to witness the baddest open mic in the ATX, Spoken and Heard, live every Sunday night at Kick Butt Coffee,
Coffee.
Music, and Booze. That's right, this is not your average ordinary coffee shop. We do have a full bar. And behind the bar tonight, we have the Huntress, Quinn. Quinn, not Gwen.
Quinn. Sorry.
She is the Huntress. She will find you something to eat, drink, and enjoy. But make sure to give her plenty of dead presidents in the tip jar. Nothing says good karma. And manners, too, like tipping your bartender.
Yes.
Yes.
Or else.
Yes, because then we'll hear about it later. We will know the specific customers who didn't tip.
What'd you
It's
say,
called
Quinn?
insider information.
Yeah, you don't want to be that customer after
You don't
want
wanna be that guy.
after the door closes and stuff. Oh man, table 4 didn't tip nothing tonight.
Uh-huh.
You don't want to be that.
We'll
person.
hear that. We'll hear it.
But
So,
what did you say, Quinn? I thought you said something.
I just said that I approve this message.
see, yes. Nothing says I love you to your bartender like a nice fat tip.
Excuse me.
Just the tip. Okay.
It's not that kind of show.
How many
See, and
minutes
I was
was
worried
it?
about
And I
getting
already
pulled.
went there.
I was worried about getting pulled off the air for copyright, and we're talking about that shit now already.
Okay, so if you want to come... Oh, wait, Lost in Thought? What did you eat today?
Chicken barbecue pizza and green tea smoothie. Yes.
No, green tea frap. I
Frap.
heard her call it.
Yes, green tea.
Green tea frap. The green tea fraps here are so completely awesome.
And I'm glad I'm standing here right now because earlier I was feeling... I got my booster yesterday, so I could hardly stand earlier.
Isn't that comforting?
See, it didn't affect me at all. None of the shots. My arm got a little sore. That was it.
My
My arm got a little sore.
first shot took me down, but second and booster, nada. I actually did a show after my booster, so guess what?
You didn't show after your booster?
I did the show.
You did the show. Okay, I thought you said you didn't show. And I was like, I didn't know the booster could make you pregnant.
Wait, hold on. Let me acknowledge that with a... Okay, now we're done. And if you want to come on stage, sing your song, dance your dance, strut your stuff, and hopefully dance better than Ed No Soul Jones here.
Who?
You. Come over to Lost in Thought, me, Hot Tamale, or Ernie B behind the soundboard. Go over to Ernie B just so he can say...
I had a clever pun I was going to say right here. I completely forgot.
Oopsies.
That's your clever pun right there, the fact that you forgot it.
No, that was the pun.
The cleverest of clever puns.
Okay. And the drink specials tonight are Mixed Well, $4.25. Get your antioxidants and your booze at the same time. I completely and totally recommend the Kick Butt Bloody Mary. It is delicious. And instead of Tabasco, it's sriracha. So, hot, hot, hot. Not unlike me. Just kidding. Okay. I was just kind of waiting for the giggles there, but that didn't happen. Okay. So we will keep going. So, Lost in Thought, who is starting out the night?
If you order 5 Bloody Marys, does she come out of the mirror?
Please, somebody giggles and give him some acknowledgement, please. Okay, good. Okay. I know, very
So-
tough crowd. Woo-hoo.
So we're gonna
Okay,
start
wait,
off.
wait. Do you like my shirt?
Yes.
It's from a band that performs here every so often, punk shows. Worm Suicide, I call it the Dick Devil.
Dick Devil.
Yes. And I had to wear my Pink Floyd shirt over it to get out of the house so my daughter didn't see it. I know, I'm evil.
Mom, why are there 2 penises on your shirt? Coming out of that.
She
man's
doesn't
head?
sound like that. She's 16. Okay, Lost in Thought. Who is starting the night?
She's 16. Mom, why are there 2 penises coming out of your shirt? Mom.
Are you done?
Is that better?
I'm trying to start the show.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
So we're gonna start off the show with a bit of lightning. Let's give it up for Tom Moon.
Woohoo! Where's the dispenser?
You know what to do. If you're in your seat, come on up here. We have more space on stage than there is out there. This is a time of confusing celebration. We can celebrate the rain, the cold, the night, the dark, whatever it may be. Come on, come on, come on. Bring your body with you and your soul as well, if you have one, bought or sold, including the people on the screen who aren't there yet. 30-second delay. Hello, Reggie. And hello, Clint the Poet. And hello, Birdman, 313. Oh, I'm sorry, Clint. We're feeling really good for you. So I wish you were here, okay? It began when we really wanted to get together again. So we did, in this little space called Kick Butt. 13 years ago, maybe you remember if you were there then. And it began with only a few people gathered again in happiness and harmony because they desired to have some form of floating community, whether it be comedy or whether it be tragedy or poetry. Well, when they come up on the stage, you never know what's going to happen next. Half of our lives are scripted, the other half is improvised. That's right. By bubbles and balloons, any means necessary. Any means necessary. Come on out of your seats now and join us up here. Begin the ritual. Now, I know you're gonna say exactly what's going on. Well, don't ask me, I'm just a part of this celebration. I'm only one voice in the chorus. So many other voices with you. That's right, it's true. And by the end of the evening, every one of you will have a conversation with 1 or 2, 3 or 4 or 5, 6, 7 or 9. Now every night is different, and nothing's ever the same. It's just that life is something that we laughingly call a game, and it's a beautiful thing when we can sing and talk about the dream that shares itself within our skin and all outside imagining. So come on out of the storm, every singular one, and join into me and you and you and you. Everybody in the room. If you think that this is something that has been rehearsed and written down upon a page or verse, no, it's not true. Every single one of you is part of this too. Bubbles and balloons. It's just a visual metaphor of what's happening for sure with all of you. Now we don't know if we're meeting next Sunday evening, so this evening will have to be the very best you've ever seen. And if this is the last night, you can join in quite what? That's right, that's right, that's right. Well, we never know what's happening, and that's part of the game.
Well, he's on stage.
That's the way away
Give
it
it
goes.
to Tom
We're
Moon,
listening
baby.
to everyone that we know.
Hey,
We reach out
so
to you
stay.
and hope that all of
Give
us
it
will
to
come
Tom
on through
Moon,
and make it
baby.
really happening this Sunday night. It's true. But
Get a
don't you worry
beer from
about
Quinn,
anybody
And
else.
then
Come
you're
on
having fun
through.
again.
Thank you for being, thank you for breathing, and welcome to your evening. This is a very special evening. It's not just that evening, this is a very special evening. It's a birth night of Joe Broom. Yeah. For years, you know, we've been together on the streets. I don't mean like that, I mean like celebrating like this. Once upon a time down South Lamar, near where Taco Maria's, long live Taco Maria, we used to be there on the corner playing this. He'd play his guitar, I'd sing to the stars, and the crowds would float on through. We got free tacos too. Now it's all wiped out in the new Austin high-rise coming through. Nothing's ever gonna be the same, and I don't mind. They change the rules of the real estate game. And Joe says to me she's leaving her home and her little shelter, and she's gonna look for a new place to be. And I say, days of cheap rent in Austin are historical fiction, but still we're gonna make it through. Once upon a time, it was open living and fine and free. And we would say we're glad to be in such blessed secular company. We were Yule, we were Saturnalia, we were solstice too. And every one of us could trust that we would come through. And by every aspect of Gaia tonight, every aspect of the earth we walk upon and the waters we drink and the air we breathe, I know that we can all just come through. In the last dying dregs of the ash of 2021, what else can we bless than each and every one? Like Tiny Tim said in Charles Dickens' Christmas Carol, God has blessed us all. God has blessed us all, everyone. And we hope you will make it through the embers of the dying of Decembers and make it into the young Yule, the new year of 2022. And when you do, we'll invite you back again on a Sunday night with friends, and we will join in with participation then. You are part of this, but you knew that, didn't you? So it's his birthday today, and that's why the bubbles and balloons, and that's why Joe Broom, Super Joe Broom, he has a band called Safely Limitless, and he says, I want to change the world, I want to do it safely, I want to make this world sing, and I know that we can do it all, and I believe him true, especially when he connects and communicates with a clarity of consciousness. I know we're all gonna make it through. Don't you too? So this one's for Joe. This one's for Super Joe Broom over there, who by being born adds to the people around him, every singular one, or two, or three, or four. Not just on the computer, but live on the stage for sure. He makes more out of less. He makes everything secular and blessed. Whether you are appealing to the sun or to the moon, whatever is sacred to you, he's been there too. So I'll see you on the streets of Austin, and one day you'll hear him sing, and maybe in this evening you'll hear his songs again. Joe Broom!
And it's done.
mighty fine.
He'll live.
What happened?
All right, give it up for Tom Moonbird and the Airport Boulevard Experience.
That was a Tom Moon original. That was not a cover song.
Yeah, and where's Lost in Thought?
I used to have that on 45, but
Dude. Oh, wait. I'm going to give a little snippet to the birthday boy. Everybody's wishing.
That's right. Happy birthday, Joe
That's
Broom.
You know where that's going. Okay, so I don't want to get snagged down for copyright, so happy birthday. Me a happy birthday.
day
Okay.
of birth.
I know. Okay. This is it, your birthday, and this no.
What?
Well, no.
you can sing Happy Birthday.
No, I didn't. I wanted to sing the Hendrix birthday song.
No,
Yeah,
they
so-
they'll sometimes they don't catch you. Sometimes if you do it too good, they'll catch you because it's
Yeah,
an
and I'm too good, so I need to stop.
it's an algorithm that it's not somebody literally like,
Okay.
oh hey, and if it's close enough to the original, they'll strike us down.
I dripped bubbles all over my shirt.
You drift bubbles.
All righty, Lost in Thought.
Bubble dripper.
Who is coming up next?
Coming up next, we're going to Virtual Land.
We are.
Who is it?
We haven't heard from him in a bit, but returning to the virtual sphere.
After his delicious trip to the Caymans for
Yeah,
embezzling.
every time he runs out of money, he comes back
Yeah,
here.
he always comes back.
They always come back.
See, he caught it. He
and
caught
then
it.
and then he gets some money, and then he takes off again.
Then he
you
takes
know,
off again.
leaving us in the dust.
Well, it's like Stephen King once said. Sometimes they come back. So, one of my favorite movies. So, coming up next, let's give it for Birdman 313.
Birdman.
If you direct your attention
Wow,
to
man.
the monitors behind the bar in
Yeah,
about
it's funny
30
because
seconds, it is
earlier
on delay,
Reggie and I
but
was talking.
welcome Birdman from Houston, Texas.
Okay. Reggie and I was talking. I asked about the man on the airplane with the panties, and he said he thought about me because Hatamali always talk about the thongs. So, yeah. So anyway, you can find me. You can find 6 of my books at Amazon.com. Birdman 313. You can also find me on YouTube with a bunch of videos. You'll find Lost in Thought on there. On some of them, you'll find Tom on there, and you'll find other people who has performed at Kick Butt. I have videos of a lot of people on there. And this first poem that I'm going to read is titled Dark Room. When entering a dark room, you may hear whispers while moving through. Trying not to follow the sounds, looking around, but no one seems near. Darkness is all that is in view. This is a cold place that makes the body shiver. Broken windows, blown out lights, faded furniture, and walls full of memories are all around. A shadow appears, but is unrecognizable. The closer it got, the fainter it looked until it disappeared. Entering the room creates flashbacks of what may have been in the past. Trying to escape this room of darkness, you keep walking through until a light can be seen, shining at the end of the hallway. Thankfully, the darkness has totally faded into the light. Okay, my next one, it's 2 short ones. I'm doing short ones
Short
tonight.
shit.
It's titled 3 a.m. Yeah, short, yeah. It's 3 a.m. in the morning as the temperature drops. Snow flurries come down softly. The wind is blowing, making visibility difficult. Nothing is moving. Everything seems quiet as the hard freeze begins. Snowflakes twinkle as they fall and land on the frozen ground. Icicles form on non-moving parts. Dark gray clouds hang over the frozen mist of snow on the ground, as if half in and half out of a dream. I stand frozen in the yard, amazed and in disbelief at this drastic change in the weather. Most previous winters had consisted of a few hours, days of 40 degrees temperature. Is this the climate change that has been talked about for the last few years? Will this be the new norm? Can anything be done to stop, alter, or change the events? Thank you. Birdman 313.
All right, give it up for Birdman 313.
Birdman 313.
All the way from H-Town.
Okay.
You're in Hawaii?
I got a commentary on that. Birdman, you made wintertime sound so magical, sweet, and ethereal when we know, thanks to the grid collapsing last winter, winter was deadly. I need to make something like snowflakes sneaking out like ninja stars, something like that, because that's exactly what it felt like last time. I don't want...
Well, that's when this poem was written right after that freeze we had, because we couldn't stay here in the house because we had no electricity.
We didn't. We had gas. And
Fortunately, we had gas.
Yeah, we had the gas stove, and I was melting ice to flush the toilets, and we were all in the living room under blankets, not really wanting to move.
With no Wi-Fi, for God's sakes.
No frickin'
Yeah,
I swear,
we had nothing. We
swear,
had no water.
Oh, go ahead.
We had no water, no heat. We ended up going over to her son's house, and then we get over there, the power went out, but he had a fireplace, so we had to sleep in the living room, and that was cool.
Yeah, we had no Wi-Fi. We were forced to talk to each other.
Or you know what was really a trip? I really should have taken a picture, but it was. I had like a bunch of candles lit on the dining room table. Both my kids were reading.
Yeah,
Wow.
imagine that.
No computers, no laptops, no iPads. They were both reading books by candlelight. I was like, Abe Lincoln would be proud.
It got to the point where we all got in my truck and it was like, we're driving to HEB because they have Wi-Fi over there.
and as soon as we got in the parking lot, we all got our notifications. I was like, oh my God.
We didn't even have like local service. I think our local service went down too, the tower. So
Yeah, same here.
We were completely shut off. It was weird.
I swear, yeah, we have people on social media. Has anybody heard from Ernie and Debbie? Are they okay? Oh my God. It's like, we're fine. We're
That's
alive.
same here. And Diana's grandkids, my tablet was up and I was playing a word game, and they ended up sitting next to me, and they wanted to play the word game. So, hey, that was enjoyable.
Yeah. And if you notice, the mystical Jonathan has joined the chat group.
I did notice that.
Yeah.
The wizard Jonathan.
Yes.
At least I have.
Chess wizard. Yes, I got hired to teach chess clubs for chess wizards.
All right, lost in thought. Who is coming up next?
I was going to say, at least I had electricity and whatnot, though. Granted, there was no hotel rooms and friends, and I had to lose my apartment to do it.
To get
after
through
Yeah,
it.
his water line burst, and I went to go rescue him, actually. And
flooded, like-
it took me like an hour to realize he was like in flip-flops out in the snow. I was like, dude, you're going to get sick. I turned the floor heater on. Like, I didn't even realize that, man.
There I was.
Lost in thought. Whatever.
So, coming up next.
Coming up next.
Sure if he's new. I think he's new.
Is he shiny?
He's
If he's
new.
shiny, then he's new.
Oh, wait. Ernie, you got to do it.
Hold on.
New voice.
Let's hear it for Jared.
Jared.
Here's Jared.
It's Jerry. Sorry, it's
Jerry.
Jerry. But I mumbled earlier, so that's my bad. Jerry.
There's a guitar cord there on the floor somewhere. Yeah.
Thank you for letting me borrow your guitar. I appreciate it. While we're setting up, so I just arrived in Austin yesterday. Where are you I'm from Metro Detroit, so shout out to Birdman 313. I assume that's a reference to Detroit, because 313. But I live in LA. Where is the hole? I'm trying to put the thing in the hole.
That's the
I
question
can't
we all
find
want to
it.
know.
It's not here.
It should be.
Oh, it's behind the thing. I've always had that problem.
You gotta reach around a little
Gotta
bit.
keep. But looking for it's part of the fun. So,
It's not the kill; it's the thrill of the chase.
okay, and then, can you guys hear that? Okay, so yeah, I'm visiting. I'm just here for a couple days and then heading back west. And I actually want to give a shout out to a mic that I'm a part of in LA and also host the online version that we started during the pandemic, Palms Up Academy. We do Thursdays 9 at 9. That's 9 p.m. Pacific time, so that's 11 p.m. here. If you ever want to get on an Instagram open mic, Thursdays, Palms Up Academy. Look it up. So I'm a singer and songwriter, and this is a song that I wrote earlier this year and have never played out before. So debuting it in Austin to y'all. Thank you. Hope to remember all the words, but we'll see. It's
yeah.
called yes.
We have two song limit.
Oh yeah, it's just one song.
Okay, well you can play another if you have one.
Oh wow. Well, there may be an encore. We'll see. This is called Shitty Friend. Dear shitty friend, my shitty friend, sometimes you really make me laugh. Sometimes you even had my back. But shitty friends, not enough to make up for all the fucked up stuff. And now I have nothing left. And in the end, you couldn't help yourself. But next time it'll be someone else, 'cause we'll be strangers again. Dear shitty friend, my shitty friend, this is a self-help exorcism. Cast you out of my life. It's been an overdue decision. But now I'll finally make things right, 'cause I don't like who I am with you. Your shitty friend. And shitty friend, don't need an apology. I'm over this sunk cost fallacy. Don't wanna be acquaintances. And in the end, I gave you too much of me. But thankfully, we both are free to be strangers again. Let's be strangers again. Let's be strangers again. I wanna be strangers again. Forever strangers again. I'll keep your secrets, I don't care. Keep mine too, it's only fair. Shitty friend. So don't call me, don't write me. And if we ever see each other on the street, let's not greet. There's no need for strangers to me. There is no need for these two strangers to me. Thank you. One is good. There's a lot of people tonight, so thanks everybody.
I like that song. Pretty. It really was pretty. It was a pretty song. And very real.
All right, give it up for Jerry.
Yeah, Hot Tamale was saying how ironic it was you were singing that song amidst a bunch of smiley face balloons.
Yeah, I got a good shot of the balloons in the background.
Oh, just to let you know, also to check out the Spoken and Heard Instagram page. Jerry, you're on there right now. See, let me see, the profile picture. Ernie, tell them what kind of microphone it is.
It's a Shure SM55.
It's an old Elvis microphone. I just can count on Ernie B to give us the brand name and how long it's been around and how much it costs and what are the specs on it.
It was basically the mic everyone used in the 50s and into the 60s, and it was the mic. And they still sell them today. They still sound good. So, hey, if it ain't broken, don't fix it.
Except that if you do drop it, it will be broke.
Yeah, I dropped my dad's by mistake when I was like 14. I didn't drop it. We were going to go to rehearsal, and we were getting in the car, and I put the mic down next to the car on its stand. The wind caught the door, hit the mic stand. The mic fell over, hit the pavement, and never worked again. And it was an original. He bought it back in 1964.
Did your dad hang you out to dry?
He was not happy, and I felt so bad. And I was like,
Ernie.
He just shook his head, looked to the ground. I knew he was upset. I was like, ooh, sorry, Dad.
You know,
I probably would have screamed at you.
Reminds me when I was a kid, I had such a bad temper. I was playing like...
You had a bad temper?
Yeah. I was playing like my Game Boy, and I kept losing. And I was like, ah! And then I just like... And of course, I cracked the screen, and it broke.
See, what I did was an innocent accident. What you did was hostility.
What you did was
anger.
Pathological violence.
Yeah.
So, which is weird coming from you. I mean,
Yes.
yeah.
Ah, youth.
Anyway, don't forget about the drink specials. $4.25 mixed well.
Yes.
Get something delicious from the Huntress Quinn.
Like cookies.
Cookies.
Or pizza. Or pretzel.
Pizza.
Giant pretzel.
We also have some baked goods at the top part of the case. Those muffins are so good.
They have a Mexican Coke with real sugar in it.
Ooh, yeah. See, that's what I tell
Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola.
That's what I tell people. Mexican Coca-Cola, excuse me, is like, since it's natural sugar, it's practically a health drink. It doesn't have the HC.
See, that's why I can't drink Lone Star
HFC.
either, because it doesn't. All that sugar doesn't agree with me.
Anymore.
I'll just leave it there.
Okay. Lost in Thought. Who's coming up next?
We are returning to virtual land. So let's hear it for Jonathan Carlson.
Woo, Jonathan, the Wizard in Blue.
Let me pull up his video here. Give me a sec. Please direct your attention to the TV monitors behind the bar, and Jonathan will pop up in about 30 seconds. But you can go ahead and read.
All right, this is a poem by Tom Woodruff, Tom Moon. It's called You Respect Yule. When you party hardy, Saturnalia, so many festivals of light, Hanukkah, Advent leading up to Christmas, everywhere, illuminations, advertising, Baal and Mammon, greed and gluttony, then Festivus for everybody else. These festive seasons add to our lives more than 3 ghosts of Dickens' Christmas Carol. We carry a candle in our hearts for those passing and past, more elders spirit away in this time of transition. We send light to all who remain as they send love to those who leave. Thank you. Yeah, that was Tom.
Did you have another one?
I don't have any of my own prepared this week, but
Okay.
Next time.
All right, give it up for the Wizard in Blue, Jonathan.
I just wanted to make sure I wasn't cutting off his set.
I know, I was halfway up the stairs. I was like, okay. One leg up in the air. Okay.
What?
Nothing. Lost in Thought. Who is coming up next?
Does anyone remember that cartoon Peter Pan and the Lost Boys in the 80s?
No. I was in the late 80s. I was too cool to watch cartoons. I waited till back in the 90s. Then I came back to Bugs Bunny and the Ghostbusters and DuckTales. Come on, people.
Ooh.
I had to go through a stage. Okay.
No one is too cool for cartoons.
For about 6 months, I was too cool for cartoons, and then after that, it went away. Go ahead.
So, coming
Too
up
cool
next,
to watch cartoons. You're too cool to watch
coming up
cartoons.
next, we have JoJo.
Woo!
You'll always have to see somebody helping me up the stairs, down the stairs. That's when I get to hold a man's arm. I act like, you know. Oh, right here, right?
Now we
Okay,
can hear
baby,
you.
thank you. Anything else? It's good to be here in the arms and hearts of my friends. And I'm just so encircled with it. It's marvelous. Tedium. After a long walk, we sat down. We tried to say the right things. We divvied up accumulations and promised to take care. She looked west. I turned east toward the Georgia pines. Be it out of pity or request of a westbound friend, old Saul kept a warm hand on my back. I was beholden. There's a song that can't be sung when the valley is calling spring, though it always has invited me to go out there and sing. The song I sing is lusty and a little out of key, but without the chance to sing it there, I never could be free. But I sing it out of key, and I think that's my freedom. Waiting on the Widder's Walk. When I lived in Portland, Oregon, and out by the sea, I saw the Widder's Walks on all the big homes there. That's when the women went out and waited to say goodbye to the men on the whaling ships, and then they were right back out there to wave them back in. Waiting on the Widder's Walk. The women were there, the women, some with hair rolled up in knots, close and quietly stayed, older ones in antique weaves, hidden eyes behind scarves. By now, their colors washed into the sea. A few in plaits of thick white straw and blowing, still free to capture the wind and the dreams of a return. They were young, though, but they did cry well as the loose dirt fell down, down, and down. Can't see Birdman, but I happen to have his little poem book with me. And
Yeah, he's in Houston, so you'd have to have some really good glasses to see.
Yeah. Yeah. The mist has gone as the wind hides in the trees. My soul is floating as if it has wings. I do not know life could be so sweet. I felt like a slave, not knowing the hours would speed forward and I would be out of bondage, free forever, forever free. Look toward the clouds, the mist is returning, rolling across the meadows, slowly covering the land. Thank you, Birdman, for that. That was really great. And thank you, Kit Butt, for this, for everything. Tommy.
All right. I'm filling in. Dead air.
Ernie, knock it off.
We're broadcasting, I gotta have something there.
Give it up
All right.
for JoJo.
JoJo. Oh, and Birdman, was she reading one of yours?
Yeah.
That's what I thought I heard. Oh, look, Ernie B.
Oh, he left. He's surfing. He said he's in Hawaii.
No, yeah, that was one. That was from one of my books that I sent her.
Oh, okay. Okay, look
Yeah.
how Ernie B.
I gotta send her another book because hey, she read them better than I do.
I'm pretty cool. Look at the camera angle. That's like the drum camera, right?
Yeah, that's camera 4. I go to that shot like when I know it's going to be a little nothing on the stage, so it gives you an action shot. There's something happening. Oh, there's someone going up and down the stairs, Because watching at home, you just see an empty stage. It's like, what's happening? But with that shot, you get, they're going down the stairs or whatever. Somebody's ready to come up the stairs.
What goes up? Okay, anyway. Lost in thought. You look lost in thought.
Wasn't that a show?
What?
What's happening?
Yeah, with
Yeah,
rerun
in me and Ernie's generation, you weren't even an embryo yet.
And what was Shirley, the waitress?
Yeah.
She didn't take no crap.
Oh God, I loved
She
her.
took no crap from no one.
That's who Tamale remind me of.
Oh, thank you. No, the one I couldn't stand was Dee. Oh my God, she was always trying to get Raj in trouble. Always.
Oh, the brat. She was a brat, right?
Yes, Major. Okay, before we start losing our audience who are about like 25 years younger than
What
us.
the hell are they talking about?
Yeah, they're like, what the heck? It's from the 70s. Look up What's Happening. It was basically like a teenage. What city? What city were they in? Birdman?
Weren't they in Detroit?
Was he?
On What's Happening?
Yeah.
No, that's Welcome Back, Kotter.
No, Welcome Back Carter was in New York, the Bronx, Brooklyn. there
Oh,
you go.
okay. All right, lost in thought. After that little moment of nostalgia, who is next?
Funny, I thought My Dreams Were My Ticket Out.
That was a good tune. See, they don't write songs like that for TV shows anymore.
No.
They would hire real musicians to write the songs, you know.
So we're going to return to Virtual Land. So he's got my vote in 2024. Let's hear it for Reggie Goodwin.
Dun 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 dun.
Please direct your attention to the TV monitors behind the bar, and Reggie will appear in about 30 seconds. Because that's just the way it is.
I'm gonna do some old shit.
Oh, shit.
On stupidity. Stupidity is a more dangerous enemy of the good than malice. Against stupidity, we are defenseless. Neither protest nor use of force accomplishes anything here. Reason falls on deaf ears. Facts that contradict one's prejudgment simply need not be believed. In such moments, the stupid person even becomes critical. And when facts are irrefutable, they are just pushed aside as inconsequential or incidental. In all this, the stupid person, in contrast to the malicious one, is utterly self-satisfied, and being easily irritated becomes dangerous by going on the attack. For that reason, greater caution is called when dealing with a stupid person than with a malicious one. Never again will we try to persuade the stupid person with reasons, for it is senseless and dangerous. Dietrich Bonhoeffer. 60% of the anti-Democrats think that the 2020 election was fraudulent. Even though 60 federal judges, many appointed by their orange Satan, rejected his frivolous lawsuits. It's gaslighting when the abuser uses big lies to destabilize you. It's a cult when you're a willing participant. The disappointment is that we thought enlightenment would happen when they received information. Carter G. Woodson founded the Journal of Negro History in 1916. Negro History Week came in 1926. African American History Month evolved from that. Imitation is the highest form of flattery. Women's History Month, Hispanic Heritage Month, LGBTQ Month, Indigenous Peoples Day versus Columbus, who didn't discover anything where people already were anyway. 105 years of information refuted by the indoctrination of a white male cisgender supremacy. The stupid and fascists ignore facts, slipping past any line of logical argument as quickly as the whiff of a sulfuric fart. Tribalism keeps them in the grips of a demagogue. The lost cause, the first successful gaslighting. Articles of succession substituted with a war of northern aggression because Abraham Lincoln was mean to them. Before the war, he said, if I could save the Union without freeing any slave, I would do it. If I could save it by freeing all the slaves, I would do it. And if I could save it by freeing some and leaving others alone, I would also do that. Words that were spoken by a true politician. Jefferson Davis used to live in Manhattan, a failed real estate developer playing a billionaire on The Apprentice. Notice that no actual billionaire had time for it. A malignant narcissist who can't take responsibility or admitting to failing. It's in failure where the learning is. Bose, Einstein, Edison, Tesla, Hawking didn't knock it out apart at first theory or experiment. The party he's hijacked is given up on the National Academy of Science they founded during a civil war in which victory by the North wasn't guaranteed. The former Republican Party has given up on having an expansive platform to convince a sizable amount of the electorate to vote for them. They would instead purge voter rolls, decry non-existent voter fraud, close voting precincts in the inner city and on college campuses. In the event of overwhelming democracy, break glass, rely on brown shirts, shouting at teachers, doctors, and school board members, terroristic death threats at volunteer election workers and secretaries of state. Nights of broken glass is the logical outcome of unchallenged hate. Vaccines and masks are medical tyranny and fascism, according to the crowd ingesting hydroxychloroquine and ivermectin. More police died of COVID-19 than on the line of duty. The police union opposes the facts that's supposed to be looking out for the members' best interests. John Maynard Keynes said, when information changes, I change my mind. What, sir, do you do? Dietrich Bonhoeffer, a German pastor, initially a Nazi sympathizer, like Keynes, saw the error of his ways, acting on new information, and became a blistering critic. So in good Christian fashion, the Nazi regime killed him. We tolerate no one in our ranks who attacks the ideas of Christianity. In fact, our movement is Christian, said by its leader Adolf Hitler, when what he meant is the state and its leader becomes the national religion. The current fascists can only quote 2 Corinthians. Jackleg preachers have tried to legitimize him, publicly laying hands on a reprobate, violating separation of church and state. Charlie Kirk rebuting a brown shirt his lies helped create, won't forgive him, nor Bill Lufa, War on Christmas, Tiller, the baby killer, O'Reilly, Rush, I'm just an entertainer, Limbaugh, Sean Insanity, Laura Ingrate, or mini Nazi Barbie Tucker Carlson, whose name tells me he got teased a lot in school, and the streaming pile of feces, Alex Jones, false flag propaganda he's calling a documentary. The conflagration and violence it sparks are only because of their abject hate and stupidity. And that was old shit.
What was that?
That was old shit.
And that was off the top of his head, too.
I know. He just riffed that right now.
That wasn't even written down. He just, yeah.
All right. Give it up for Reggie Goodwin. Hashtag Goodwin 2024.
Yeah. I'm still his campaign
No comment,
manager.
Birdman.
Yeah,
No
the minute
comment.
you give him any money, you take off to Hawaii.
No. The Caymans. No. Monaco. What else?
Morocco.
Thailand.
People go to Thailand for other reasons. But we're not going to go there.
Ernie B. There's beaches over there.
I mean,
Okay.
there's also Rio. I mean, you can see her dance in the sand.
Oh, God.
Well, I got to work with this. Sorry, folks. Lost in thought. Who's coming up next?
Coming up next, we have the return of Constantine.
Hello. I'm Constantine. I am returning, and I'm gonna just yell at you here for about 5 minutes, and then I'm gonna get off the stage. It's gonna be fun.
All right.
Maybe. For me, it's gonna be fun. For you, it might not be fun, but that's, I don't care. All right. All right. Gonna play something punky when my guitar decides to. Sounds in tune enough. Yeah. Hey, Stonewall, did you think I didn't exist till I threw a coin in your jar, till I spilled it all over the grounds? Lay down, look out, sunlight on the ground, says someone waits on the wings of the stage and says, you're on soon. Get dressed now, get out of bed, Get out of bed, don't wait around. Couldn't wait to hit the ground, 'cause I'm not tired anymore. Am I more than what I want in my heart? Or am I just the dustbin, moth-ridden jacket in the closet after dark? Way down, and I'm waiting so long, and I found myself a different place with which to let go of my heart. I thought that I saw you there a second too soon. I tried to kill it, but it's got a big black heart. Thank you.
I'm taking my amp and I'm going home.
Let's hear it for Constantine. Yes. Constantine, do you have any, where can we find your music?
I don't have any like rock stuff. I got some folk stuff on Bandcamp. My project called Birdsong Magic Workshop. Birdsong Magic Workshop.
Nice. Yeah. Because that was a nice tune.
Thank you.
Repeat that on the microphone, what he said.
What?
Repeat what he just said on the microphone.
It's on Bandcamp. You said Bandcamp, right?
Right. Birdsong Magic Workshop.
Birdsong Magic Workshop on Bandcamp.
Oh, okay, there we go.
Say that 3 times.
We couldn't hear you in the back of the room. We couldn't hear you.
Sorry, I drink a lot of Coke.
We couldn't hear you in the back of the house.
No. Can you hear me in the house?
Can you hear me in the house?
All right. Lost in thought. Did you mention the amazing drinks they serve here?
They do have amazing drinks.
Like what? Give me an example.
Incredible.
Give me an example.
I just had a green tea smoothie, so that was great.
Have you guys tried the hot tamale hot cocoa?
That would probably be very good at this time of year.
I know, especially when it's so cold outside. It's basically a spin on Mexican hot chocolate, except, listen to this. Instead of cinnamon, it's Fireball. Dude. Like I said, I mean, for those of you that have been here before, I've got a very amusing story about me and Fireball, but I'm not going to get into that right now.
Fireball is whiskey, right?
Huh?
Fireball is whiskey, right?
Yes, it's cinnamon whiskey. Stop it!
Now that's in the way.
Help.
Yeah.
That didn't help.
Just let it be.
Okay, you know
No, because if you lower it, it's going to be in your face.
No.
In your face.
See the problems you created, Tom?
There you go.
There.
Ta-da! So if you need to use the guitar chord, you're gonna have a smiley face jump up and hit you in the face. Okay, lost in thought. Who's up? Who's on third?
So I
A priest, a rabbi, and a politician walking through a club, and the bartender said, "Get the hell out of here."
I've been to, so all I'm picturing a way of like a Muppet saying this person's name, going like
What?
Savannah, like with a Muppet like saying Savannah.
A Muppet?
Yes.
This is
Why?
where his brain goes, not mine.
So,
Why?
but let's hear it for Savannah.
Savannah.
Wow, my subs are working.
Hi, my name is Savannah. This is my second open mic here. I wrote a poem this week after like being really inspired, reading one out loud. It kind of just like gave me a little more confidence, and I decided to like inspect. I have this like one memory from when I was like 4 years old that for whatever reason has just like stuck with me, and I've always told it kind of like in a jokingly way, but then I kind of was like, why does this memory stick with me so much? And this was kind of the poem to investigate that. This is also from Tommy. Gave me a good luck charm last time, so I felt like I had to wear it this time, and yeah, so thank you. I recently realized the oddities of my memory, the things I hold on to oh so readily. In this strange little world that I've constructed, being the not-so-normal girl that I've conducted, I have this one distinct moment in my mind when I was 4 and experiencing an odd time. See, I was a dentist's daughter who just had 14 cavities. I was 4 also, just putting that in there. Carefully taken care of at the office that was Daddy's. He kindly put me out for the procedure, which also was super not legal, but he was like, I'm my dad, it's my kid who's gonna complain. I don't wanna hear her bitch about it this whole time. But the thing is, the numbing stuff was so strong back then that I can't really explain what happened because, you see, during these foggy hours that followed, my lips and mouth were so numb that I wallowed. I began chewing my flesh ferociously, gnawing at the numbness atrociously. I felt so pleased to release so much confusion and anxiety onto my unfeeling skin, and there was a strange variety of flooding thoughts and stress and unknowing. My parents said things were fine, but I knew my dad was going. This 4-year-old mind was not computing family minus dad. 4 minus 1 was only 3, and I had just turned 4, so why did Dad have to go be 1? I remember waking up after my first experience of self-mutilation. I tore my top lip up to complete obliteration. I felt like I should quack as I walked into preschool that morning. I truly felt like a duck or a walking bad Botox warning. I don't remember what my entrance felt like, but I remember what my presence did. And it wasn't actually because of my bursting lip wound. I realized every kid was surrounded by their parents in the room. It was the day of the year where everyone's parents came to school, except mine. I was alone this day with my chewed and traumatized top lip. I couldn't wait to escape out to the benches and just sit. I hurried out alone to find a spot where I could be in the sun and eat my grapes. I never ate grapes a lot as a kid, but I remember eating them this day. I remember I crossed my fingers for the sun rays. I felt so alone and craved the warm love it gave. And I've always prioritized sunshine. It's why I loved our recess in the morning time. My lips were burning and I could feel my whole mouth was aching, so once outside I figured I better practice the calmness I was faking. I knew I couldn't show how much I was hurting. I shouldn't share how alone I felt with all these parents lurking. I quickly realized I was by myself in this world, and I soon noticed I wasn't the normal girl. I watched as all the kids played blissfully and freely. I felt tension as I tried to observe them discreetly. What made them move so sweet and carelessly? What did they have that made them so much more carefree? I now see it was stability. I didn't know it then, but my world was tidal waves and theirs were slight wakes. They jumped in piles of leaves, but I was given heavy rakes. I looked back at my grapes. I've always loved the anatomy of fruit. I would stare it down right to its root. I was avoiding picking my lips, so I picked at the grape. I carefully pulled strings of its skin like lines of tape. I revealed the viscous veins and the bright green membrane. I remember I enjoyed them like little brains and loved how each was so different and the same. I never wondered whether my process was putting the grape through pain. I felt like when I was done removing the tart exterior, just sweetness would remain. I delighted in the crunch and the bitterness of the strips of skin. Then getting to eat a whole naked grape felt like a satisfying win. I distracted myself with intense curiosity, and it's made me take on life with a little monstrosity because, you see, I have always liked picking things apart. I continued on picking for years in the dark. I'd pick my cuticles, my hands, my ears, my lips. I'd pick myself, and I would bleed by digging sharp nails into my hips. I hid my self-destruction behind a careful imagination. I could always come up with reasons for odd variations. Like that day I peeled the grapes, a parent and child came to check on me. This dad saw me focusing and operating on them so intensely. I explained how I like the satisfaction of the skin on its own and how I like to get the grape out of the shell before it's gone. And I remember he laughed and it made me feel good. Most of all, the levity helped me lift my mood. I was so thankful he didn't ask where my mom and dad were because I would have burst into tears at that moment for sure. But I learned I didn't have to explain my pain or my parents or my cavities. I found escape in creating my own calculated realities. I'd find strange ways to distract my mind with deliberate avoidance. I cloaked fear, anxiety, and paranoia as cautious clairvoyance. To this day, I fight with picking my lips. I think I crave freedom from the blood that drips. See, I held my tongue for so fucking long that the scabs and the scars are the soul of my song, and I can't always keep myself from self-destructing, but I can always get myself back to a place of loving my weird little world and not being a normal girl and always taking time to bask gratefully in the sunlight, and for the relief I've found from the heaviness of adult life, in my odd fascinations, rituals, and laughter, it makes me really glad about all the after. See, I remember feeling like there was something wrong with me and my family, because all I wanted was to see us get along happily. So I picked grapes, and I picked prodding partners. I picked out different armors and picked out addictions. I picked at every part of my fictions and picked apart the pillars of my mental health. I picked the path that is making poems out of my hell. So I picked grapes, then continued to pick at each and every one of my cells until one day I was the naked grape with nothing but sweetness in the self. Now all I have is love and a life full of wonder, so please promise you'll wait around after the thunder, because when I tell you that lightning is enlightening, I mean that what doesn't lighten you doses light in you. And maybe not at the time, maybe not for a bunch of decades, but I promise one day you'll look back with love on the places where you used to put Band-Aids.
All right, give it up for Savannah.
Sounds like her dad had the good shit when he put her out.
Good shit.
Ernie B.
Not like the old days.
The good shit. Lollipop.
Like the old days, like, remember Give Your Cold to Contact?
Remember that?
Remember them
You
days?
know what I used to like?
What?
I used to like Comtrex. Except I was overdosing myself by mistake. I misread the package.
No,
My girlfriend at the time, you're supposed to take 2 pills every 4 hours. I was taking 2 pills every 2 hours.
Sheesh.
Yeah. I was like, after the second day, I looked at the bottle, like, what the hell? I was out. And I was like, holy shit. They don't sell that no
My
more.
favorites were Drixoral and Contact. Those are the best. All right, enough about talking about abusing cold medicine.
Those were the days. I tell you.
For those of us that weren't cool enough for weed, there was Drixoral. Okay. Lost in thought.
There's a South Park episode about that.
Oh no. As I tell Ernie B, the gospel according to South Park. There was a South Park for that. Okay. Lost in thought.
He's not even paying attention.
I know he's snoozing out.
So, is this next person new? Are you new?
Are they shiny?
Yes.
Oh, what?
He's new.
Yeah, there's a glare over there.
Ernie, give it to me.
Oh.
New voice.
Let's hear it for Duncan.
I just took a DNA test. Turns out I'm 100% genetically predispositioned to Alzheimer's disease. Which is fine because best case scenario, the part of my brain that melts out first will be the part that has any recollection of Lizzo's music. No, I'm just kidding. I love Lizzo, and I'm not genetically predispositioned to Alzheimer's disease, but I do have AIDS. No, I'm just kidding. I don't have AIDS. It hasn't made the jump yet. So, no, this is my first time doing an open mic. Just recently moved to Austin, and the traffic is something else here. So I moved here from Mississippi. Yeah. Unfortunately, But no, the traffic here is crazy, man. I was driving, for work. I'm driving, kegs of beer around to San Antonio now, and I'm stuck in traffic for 20, 25 minutes, and I finally get to the end of it, and it's just some white college chick with a bumped up bumper on her Kia Soul, and I'm thinking, kind of just wish someone was dead, right? At least that makes it worthwhile, right? As long as it's someone's grandma, right? They're gonna die anyway, right? Too dark. Heard that. Yeah. I don't know. Well, my next bit was about Mein Kampf, so Well, the fact that they still sell Mein Kampf, as a book. So to me, that tells me that at some point, some editor had to go looking for a flattering picture of Adolf Hitler. That's a real that's someone's job. They got paid to do that, right? That's a cool job, I guess, right? But anyway, I don't have much. Like I said, it's my first time, so.
Let's hear it for Duncan.
Woo, Duncan.
That was a nice little punch of comedy.
I like Alzheimer's. No, I'm kidding. I just have AIDS. No, I'm kidding. I'm like, oh God.
When you were talking about AIDS, I don't know if any of you remember that chocolate diet candy.
Oh yeah, that was from the 70s.
Yeah.
I'm amazed you remember that.
The badly timed
AIDS candy.
Yeah, with AIDS.
It's like, want to lose weight? Try AIDS.
Yes.
It's like, no.
There was actually 2 South Park episodes about both.
Of course there were.
They wouldn't even change their name. They kept their name
they
as
stuck
AIDS.
with it.
Yes.
That's why they
had Jared from Subway. He wanted to give people AIDS, like helpers, assistants, but he called them AIDS for Everyone campaign.
Yeah, I remember that episode.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, and don't forget about the drink specials. Mixed Wells, $4.25. Go get yourself some deliciousness. Ernie B.
Buy, purchase, consume, enjoy.
Oh, thank you. I was going to ask you, what's your favorite mixed drink?
What's a mixed drink? I drink whiskey.
No, I know.
That's my mixed drink.
Okay, but if you had to get a mixed drink, what's your favorite?
Jack and Coke.
Okay, there you go. Jack and Coke.
It's not, I'm not that complicated. I'm pretty much to the point.
I like White Russians.
The drink or the men?
Now you're making me think of Naked Gun, where I have a Black Russian, and he's like, oh my God. Okay, and I just had a lost in thought moment. Go for it. Who's next?
Coming up next. I think this next person is a new voice, I think.
Shiny people in the
Why
house?
don't you put like an asterisk or some kind of symbol?
You've only been doing this like 11 years, man.
I know. It's like he's acting like he's filling in for somebody.
Well, I have a surefire way of always ensuring.
Yeah, he goes like this.
A stir? Yeah, that's how he does it.
Exactly. So are you new? Yes.
Okay, Ernie, give new voice.
Let's hear it for Lucan.
So the axe murderer behind the bar over here made me a coffee earlier, then I ordered a tequila shot, and I'm just fucked up, all kinds of fucked up right now. So pardon my French, that's not from the military experience, but from 20 years of marriage. So I cuss a lot. So yeah, I'm gonna use notes, but I've got to set down my crack cocaine. So I've been picturing all of you naked all night. Some of you need to do some work. Others see me after the set. I really am pretty. I'm exhausting, and I've really just learned this about myself for the past 2 years. After the second marriage ended, I've been married for 10 years twice. So it's kind of rough. My head is full of what I can't remember that my ex-wives asked me to do. So that's why I carry this around with me all the time. So, and I'll wake up in cold sweats once in a while. Just, I don't live there anymore. Okay, so there's that. But you guys, I want to tell you guys a quick little story that happened to me last week, actually. You got our wonderful remote participants up here on Zoom. Well, I freaking despise Zoom at this point. I got conned into getting a kitten from the girls in my department a few months ago. And this kitten is the holy terror. It's fine. Everybody says that about their cat, and I feel like it's legitimate to say that, but not everybody has a legitimate reason to say that. I do. I have conference calls with my bosses in Czechoslovakia at 7 o'clock in the morning every morning. Well, when I run late for work, I put my phone up on the side of my tub there, and then I pull the shower curtain, and I can hear what they're saying. I can't understand what they're saying, but I can hear what they're saying, and I turn the camera off. There's about 15 to 20 people on this call every morning at 7 o'clock in the morning. The cat, right into the bathtub, and I'm sitting there, doing my thing, butt naked, and washing, all up in there. Is that my boss? It's a lady on the other end of the tub. So I'm going, what do I do? Oh, God. And so I'm pretty sure that half the world saw me naked. So the fact that I'm picturing all of you naked doesn't really concern me that much. So anyway, I appreciate you guys giving me the time to try this out tonight. It was hard following this guy. He was awesome. So appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Let's hear it for Lucan.
But did you die? No.
But did you die?
I know. I see that on memes a lot.
I swear, now the smiley face balloons are starting to resemble pumpkins. Or maybe the mushrooms are kicking in. Not sure. Okay. Woo! Are my eyes crossing? Okay. Lost in thought. Who is coming up next?
So.
You'd think he'd have the next person by memory.
No, here's when the mushrooms kick in. Oops.
What?
Well, you have to look at the screen here in a minute, but you'll see it.
What? What is it?
Over there?
No, yeah, it'll pop up on the. This is when the mushrooms kick in.
Are you waiting for something, or?
Yeah, it's gonna take forever to come up. There you go.
There it goes.
That's when the mushrooms kick in right there. Oh, that's me. Oh. Oh, dude, the mushrooms are kicking in.
Ernie B, damn.
See, if I could get that in real time, it'd be more effective. But
This drug simulation is brought to you by Ernie B, the sound engineer.
But did you die?
Okay. Who could tell you many a story about tripping balls? All right, lost in thought.
There was a South Park episode about that, where Ike took some acid. I'm totally tripping balls. Totally tripping balls.
All right, come on. Lost in thought. Quick.
So, coming up next is the birthday boy himself, Mr. Joe Broom.
Hey, settle down the front.
I go to this guy. My name's Joe Broom, and I got a production company and a band called Safely Limitless, and we're gonna fix the world so you don't have to. And this song is by the famous Tom. Fear is the drug that kills, and it makes us small. There's no one here. Some start to fall. Love is the antidote. Kills the lies. By the love is needed. Sorting truth from lies. Trust is love. I just remember. Love is trust. Only we who know the drugs, addictive truth and love, escape the grueling lies that we can rise above. Choices every moment. Learn to find the truth. Let the world win one more time and teeth another tooth. Trust is love. I just remembered. Love is trust. Truth is the drug that cures, catches when we fall, lifts us up where we can see, maybe see it all. Trust is love. I just remembered. Love is trust. This next song I wrote when I was about 17 years old, and I hitchhiked to Colorado and then Hawaii. And Hawaii is not easy to hitchhike to.
No. You have a pretty big thumb.
No, I actually took a plane, you know, and I got to Kauai, and they told me, because I was going to live on the fruit in the trees, you know, and just live happily ever after. And I went out there, and there were people growing marijuana out there and had guns, all bristling with guns. and they were protective of their marijuana. And so I called my parents, and they bought me a plane ticket, and that's a sad story. But I wrote this song, sort of not about that, but to use wherever I played. So I'm gonna play it for this place. Okay, it goes like this. I wish I'd have told you to leave your guitar up here. When I go down to Austin and I need a place to play, I'll stop in for a while at Kick Butt Cafe. Ernie's gonna mix me, and Quinn will serve me beer. And I can eat some sandwich any time of year. This is where it's his part. Just pretend he's rocking on some lead. Yeah, he's going. That's him. Well, I can sit over by the window or buy something from the bar. You know, I leave my lights on, my keychain in the car. I leave my lights on at Kick Butt Cafe. 'Cause when my car won't start, you know they have to let me stay. Woohoo! The Kick Butt Cafe Blues. Thank y'all. Hey, thank you. Am I okay?
The Kick Butt Cafe Blues. All right. Mighty fine, mighty fine. Pretty. That was a pretty song right there.
So let's hear it for Joe Broom.
The birthday boy himself.
I could actually picture that. I could picture that as a commercial for Kick Butt.
I know. I was thinking the same thing. I might edit that part out, and that'd be the theme song for Kick Butt. Yeah.
That'd be pretty badass.
You know, it is recorded now. So. You know, as much as I've enjoyed hearing the lead guitar accompanying you, your vocal solo during the lead section did the job. Yeah. It's live.
Hell yeah.
It's not Memorex. It's live.
The sound made me think of one of my favorite movies with Elizabeth Shue in a bar.
Oh.
And they were saying no one leaves without singing the blues. So does this sound familiar to anyone? Yes.
I knew that's where he was going. That's why I'm being silent.
What movie was it?
Adventures in Babysitting.
Oh no, I never saw that one. I haven't even seen Jaws yet. I haven't.
Do you know why I remember that movie?
Jaws?
No, Adventures in Babysitting.
Oh.
No, scratch that. Not that movie. The Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead.
Loved that movie.
Okay, you know why I remember that movie? Is because at that time I was living in East Texas and I was cleaning theaters for money.
Theaters.
Yeah, that's.
So you're officially in show business.
And honestly, let's just say, working Mickey D's would have been a step up. Yeah.
Oh my goodness! Look who just walked through the door.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Ladies and gentlemen, the czar of the blues himself, Bogdan. Oh my God.
So he's going to leave now because we're drawing too much
Yeah, I
attention.
know. He's going to be like, bye.
Good to see you, man. I'm back here, by the way. Oh, hey, don't let those people leave. They didn't pay the $5 release charge.
Oh.
It's free to come in, but it's $5 to leave.
No one leaves without singing the blues.
You can give it to Quinn. Hey, ask Quinn. All right, lost of thought. Who is coming up next?
Coming up
Coming up next.
And
Isn't that scary how my voice is so low?
I wonder if one day he's just going to snap and just go like, will you just let me announce it?
One of these days. I'm kind of waiting.
Without being mocked.
And you are new, right? That's right. That's right.
The return.
He did say that he was here once before.
Ah.
So yes.
Gently used. Not new.
So let's hear it for Jeremiah.
Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Yes, Jeremiah was a bullfrog. Story of my life. All right. Okay. So I'm a therapist in my day job. So I'm going to play some songs that are originals and a little emotional. So thank you guys for being a part of my therapy session. I'll try to remember the words. Look at me, I'm broken. Look at me, I'm down. Don't worry though, I'm all good. Don't worry though, I'm sound. Look at me, the martyr. Look at me, the source of everybody's comfort, a fading resource. Fading resource. You think that I've lost interest. You think that I'm moving on. You might be right, I'm jaded, but I really wish that you were wrong. I'll tell you that I'm only tired. I got good things going on, when really I just woke up to the demons I've been sleeping on. I'm burning out quietly, don't make me shout it out, 'cause I know I failed you, I understand you're down, but I gave you everything, leaving all my regard, left humbled and open, revealing all my scars. Ooh, revealing all my scars. You think that I've lost interest. You think that I'm moving on. You might be right, I'm jaded, but I really wish that you were wrong. I'll tell you that I'm only tired. I got good things going on, when really I just woke up to the demons I've been sleeping on. I'm burning out quietly, don't make me shout it out, 'Cause I know I failed you, I understand you're down. But I gave you everything, leaving all my regard. Left humbled and open, revealing all my scars. You turned to me slowly, you said, sit your ass down. For you can't be Superman, you need 2 feet on the ground. There's a time for persistence, and there's a time to slow down. Oh, so just for tonight, why don't you sit this one out? And leave worry by the wayside, forget what's down the road. And live only for a moment, reap what good that you've sown. Leave worry by the wayside and take a deep breath. And if only for a moment, find laughter in mess. Thank you. All right. Play one more original. This is a love song. My hands will stop shaking. Oh, my dear, please come near. I'll whisper softly in your ear, fully shown, not alone. Rest, my dove, for you are home. Hold me tight, let's run into the night. Hearts wide open, full of life. Will we find side by side? The tears are flowing, our hearts are pouring. There are dark times ahead, my love. Would you be mine? Would you be mine? There are dark times ahead, my love. Would you be mine as we formulate our own line? Oh, my dear, please come near. I'll whisper softly in your ear, fully shown and not alone. Rest, my dove, for you are home. And there are dark times ahead, my love. Would you be mine? Would you be mine? There are dark times Would you be mine as we formulate our own light? There are dark times ahead, my love. Would you be mine? Would you be mine? There are dark times ahead, my love. Would you be mine as we formulate our own line? As we formulate our own line. Our own line. Formulate our own line. So hold me tight. Let's run into that long night. Hearts wide open, full of life. Thank you, guys.
Let's hear it for Jeremiah.
Woo, Jeremiah. That was beautiful.
That was. We won't mind. We're more than willing to be your therapy session anytime.
What?
I said we're more than willing to be his therapy session anytime.
Oh, heck yeah. Honestly, I'd pay. I would. All right, Lost in Thought. Did you mention the drinks?
No, it's not.
Go ahead. What kind of drinks do they have behind the bar?
Well, they have mixed wells for $4.25, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then mixed drinks. There's also fraps.
Delicious
and
fraps.
Delicious fraps, yes. And
Coffee, cocoa.
Oh, yeah.
Or if you just want a giant cookie and a nice cup of moo juice, we can do that too.
Yes.
That's actually one of my favorites, just to get a cup of milk and a giant chocolate chip. That's awesome.
Wow.
It's not good for the body, but it's good for the soul. Corazón. All right, Lost in Thought. Who is coming up next?
So I guess this is I guess this is going to be a going once, going twice kind of thing because I don't know if this person is still here or not.
Yeah, this is what Lost in Thought does, especially if he cannot find the artist on the premises or anything. Usually we'll kind of like peek outside, look around, and if you can't find him, it's like going once, going twice, on to the next artist.
So, is Owen still here? Owen. Yes.
Owen going once, Owen going twice. On to the next person.
So, next up, I like this person's
Oh,
name.
wait, real quick. And if you do lose your start, like if you're outside hot boxing, you come back like, oh shit, I've lost my spot.
Hot boxing.
What? It's true. It happens.
What's hot boxing?
Ugh.
Is that like hot yoga?
Never mind.
If you're out in your car getting high.
Thank you. What he said.
Hot boxing? That's what it is?
Yeah, it's where they leave the windows rolled up and they smoke out and all the smoke stays in the car.
I was actually picturing people getting...
And then they go to Walgreens smelling like they just hit a skunk.
No, it's when they go in the car, roll up the windows, turn the heater on in the middle of summer.
I was actually thinking people were outside boxing and getting hot.
Oh God.
That's what I was picturing.
You're too damn literal. Come on, who's next?
I like this person's next name. Let's hear it for Jared Steele.
Woo!
I'm a little short, I guess. I got a public service announcement. Remember to smile and tip your server or bartender. I'm gonna move this thing sitting down a little bit? Because I don't do well on my tippy toes. And I guess I'm going to plug my guitar. I'm going to get this figured out eventually. My name's Jared Steele. I'm just passing through, but I wanted to come play some music. I kind of like this place. This is the first time I've been here. I'll definitely come back. This first song is a song of sorrow. It's called When Is Eliza Coming Home? When the leaves are falling, when is Eliza coming home? My flower garden gone, and my best guitar and pawn ain't doing too good on my own. It's enough to make you crazy, to make you lay right down and die. The drinking now don't even faze me. Ain't sleeping even when I try. When the leaves are falling, when is Eliza coming home? My flower garden gone, and my best guitar and pawn ain't doing too good on my own. When the leaves are falling, when is Eliza coming home? My flower garden gone, and my best guitar and pawn ain't doing too good on my own. I lost my dog back in September. He was a best friend that I had. I used to think about the good times. Now I'm thinking about the bad. Everybody now. When the leaves are falling, when is Eliza coming home? My flower garden gone, my best guitar and pawn ain't doing too good on my own. Thank y'all very much. How about the talent in here tonight? Some all
right.
Y'all are good people. And a kind audience. I'll play y'all one more tune. This is a murder ballad. Yeah.
Do y'all like birds? Anybody here like birds? Like I said, this is a murder ballad. It's called Little Birdie. You always had your head up high. You were the pretty one in the room. And everyone sang along as you were whistling your siren's tune. I never thought to chase you around, and then I painted myself your clown. I should have listened to the talk in town. Sometimes it's better to be lost than found. Ooh, she's an empty nest. What do they want her for? Now. Ooh, used to fly so high, but those wings don't work no more. Hey bird, where'd you go? I thought our feathers were just the same. Well, I fell down and out, 'cause you were playing someone else's game. I searched for you through the clouds. I saw you, baby, I took aim. The look of losing in your eyes brings me pleasure, brings me pain. Ooh, she's got a pretty face. It's one they all adore. Now. Ooh, used to fly so high, but those wings don't work no more. Cause I bang shot her with my 44, and I pow the birdie wasn't aching no more. And bang, the man come knocking on my door. I may be going away, birdies flying no more. Ooh, I'm still feeling something, but not like before. Now. Ooh, used to fly so high, but those wings don't work no more. Cause I bang shot her with my 44, and I pow the birdie wasn't aching no more. And bang, the man come knocking on my door. I may be going away, birdies flying no more. I may be going away, birdies flying no more. I may be going away, birdies flying no more. Ooh, used to fly so high, but those wings don't work no more. Thank y'all so much. I hope to see y'all again. Yeah. I'll come through this way again. Thank y'all.
Yes, let's hear it for Rodney Steele.
Rodney Steele.
Rodney.
In his Steel World Tour.
Maybe it's because I've been watching a lot of Monk, but that name,
The Man
Rodney-
of Steel tour.
But that
Yeah.
name, Rodney Steele, I almost picture it like a show, almost like a country singer-songwriter who also solves crimes. Like next on Rodney Steele. It's like
That reminds me of a episode of WKRP in Cincinnati where where Les Nessman, remember the news guy? He met, what was Lonnie Anderson's character's name? I don't know. Anyway, the
Google it later.
the beautiful blonde on the show,
Yeah.
he met her boyfriend one night, right? And he goes, "Oh, Les, she's told me so much about you. I feel that the name says a lot about a man." And he said, "Oh, what's your name?" He goes, "My name's Steele. What's yours?" And he's like, "Les."
Speaking of blonde bomb,
I think I remember that.
Yeah, he was a big buff dude, blonde hair, and Les was Les Nessman.
Speaking of blonde bombshells, I was talking with a friend with Hantamali about. I'm sure some of you remember Darnell, but a
Yes.
friend of mine that passed. But I would post like ridiculous situations to him all the time, and sometimes I would make up situations with Shannon Tweed. Be like, where she like, I would always put her in situations where she was like, she walks into a room, tosses her hair to the side, and says, "Hi, I'm Shannon Tweed," and then I posted a situation where she was robbing a bank, and she was running past people going, "Hi, I'm Shannon Tweed."
Oh man.
Okay.
Of course, if you don't know who Shannon Tweed is, just think of the blonde bombshell from Skinamax.
Yep.
The ones that you'd watch after hours, like, this movie is rated for adults only.
She was like a lot of like skin flicks back in the 90s.
I forgot to ask.
Or what I call baby's first porno.
I forgot to ask people online. Are you hearing the show and seeing the show okay on your end?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
good.
I am.
Yes.
And can you hear the music when I'm playing it? No, it's still not there. Okay.
Nope.
Yeah, I can.
I mean, I can hear the music on stage.
Just not the stinger.
I mean, yeah, you can't hear the music I'm
Okay.
playing in between.
Okay, Ernie, so that means you gotta
Yeah.
sing
Right.
along to it so they can hear it. Dun 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 dun.
Okay.
Hey.
Well, anyway, I just wanted to check that
I
just
like
to make sure they can hear, because I'm an engineer that cares.
Because Ernie B does what Ernie B does, and Ernie B cares.
I don't do what Ernie B does because I'm Ernie B. Ernie B does what Ernie B does because he is Ernie B. Thank you. Good night.
Wait, real quick, for those of you who don't know, there's a reason why he calls himself Ernie B. What's your last name, Ernie B?
Bustle Lua.
Most people just go,
And
I'll
it's-
call
yeah,
you Ernie B.
Yeah, and I was raised in St. Charles, Illinois. Basil what? No, just Ernie B. It wasn't a stage name. It was just like, just call me Ernie B. It's easier,
Much easier.
And I just kept it.
All right, so I'm trying to picture you like 6 years old being called Ernie B.
Yeah, and all through elementary school during roll call, it was always me and this other kid. We were the first two. It was Adam Alashauskas, Ernie Bustle
Adam what?
Alashauskas.
Alashauskas.
Yep.
Wow, I said that.
Mhm.
Okay, Lost in Thought. Who is coming up next?
So coming up next, this next person's voice. Doesn't matter what he sings. He has a very calming presence, and
It's like butter.
Yes, and his words and his music always seem to be naturally soothing. But let's hear it for Rodrigo.
I was gonna say, don't get the one with the balloon.
As Joe B once described him, you could be in an alley in a gang fight, like throwing down, kicking ass, and somebody you about to pick up a brick and to throw it at someone, and then you hear Rodrigo playing music and be like, "No, man, why are we fighting, man? No, put the brick down. Listen to that." And when you hear him play, you'll understand why. No pressure. No pressure.
I am actually a massage therapist, so I'm used to people getting to sleep when I'm working.
Ah.
So if you start feeling sleepy, that's totally okay. I'm used to it. There you go. This is a song from the 70s. And the composer, Tom Jobim, when he made it, he thought no way that I'm going to record it because there was so many dissonances and it was so weird. But then João Gilberto, that was one of the Bossa Nova founders, he liked it and he decided to record. And that was like an international success and became a jazz standard. It's called desafinado, that means off key. So it's this guy, very sad because his girlfriend told him he sings out of key, off key.
Se você disser que eu desafino amor, saiba que isso em mim provoca imensa dor. São privilegiados, têm ouvido igual ao seu. Eu possuo apenas o que Deus me deu. Se você insiste em classificar meu comportamento diante musical, eu mesmo mentindo devo argumentar que isso é bossa nova, isso é muito natural. O que você não sabe nem sequer pressente é que os desafinados também têm um coração. Fotografei você na minha Rolleiflex, revelou-se a sua enorme ingratidão. Só não poderá falar assim do meu amor. Ele é o maior que você pode encontrar, viu? Você com sua música esqueceu o principal, que no peito dos desafinados, no fundo do peito bate calado. No peito dos desafinados também bate um coração.
Thank you. This is another song, not Tom Jobim, another Brazilian composer called Caetano Veloso. This is more, a little later, like 80s.
Fonte de mel nos olhos de geisha, kabuki máscara, choque entre o azul e o cacho de acácias, luz das acácias. Você é mãe do sol, a tua coisa é toda tão certa, beleza esperta. Você me deixa a rua deserta quando atravessa e não olha pra trás, linda. Sabe viver, você me faz feliz. Essa canção é só pra dizer e diz. Você é linda, mais que demais. Você é linda assim, onda do mar, do amor que bateu em mim. Você é forte, dentes e músculos, peitos e lábios. Você é forte, letras e músicas, todas as músicas que ainda hei de ouvir no Abaeté, areias, estrelas não são mais belas do que você, mulher das estrelas, mina de estrelas. Diga o que você quer, linda, mais que demais. Você é linda assim, onda do mar, do amor que bateu em mim. Você é linda, sabe viver. Você me faz feliz. Essa canção é só pra dizer e dizer. Gosto de ver você no seu ritmo, dona do carnaval. Gosto de sentir teu estilo, ir no seu íntimo. Nunca me faça mal, linda, sabe viver. Você me faz feliz. Essa canção é só pra dizer e dizer. Você é linda, mais que demais. Você é linda sim, onda do mar, do amor que bateu em mim.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
See, am I right? How are you going to throw a brick at somebody listening to his music?
You can't. You can't get pissed when you're listening.
But
to
yes, let's hear it for Rodrigo.
Yeah, a welcome return of Rodrigo. He used to.
Oh God, he's got the camera on the smiley balloon.
He used to frequent our show back when we were on the small stage.
Yeah.
And then we never saw him again for a while, and now he's come back and is visiting us again, and we really appreciate it. Rodrigo, your music is very soothing, and your voice, it's like it's perfect. It complements each other.
He massages the body and the soul.
I was going to say, I'm not sure how many of you, like, when you're sleeping at night, listen to ASMR. But especially when he was singing his second song, I had that same feeling. It was very calm. I felt like a kitten just going.
So, Rodrigo, how would you describe your music? Well, it's much like a kitten when it's purring.
Okay, lost in thought. Who is coming up next?
So, coming up next, we have. Hold on. There you go.
He told me who was coming up next.
I did,
but he
yes.
still had to go into his phone.
And I'm going to do my thing. Are you new? He's new.
Shiny.
Oh, give it to me, Ernie.
Oh, hold on.
new voice.
Let's hear it for Andy.
Hey guys, how's it going? What a performance by Rodrigo, that was awesome. So it's been a while since I've played anything on stage, but I'm gonna play a couple of originals. The song's called Smoke Trees. It's about climate change. Just kidding, it's not about climate change. This is, I went on a trip to Colorado and I got basically tricked into eating something from my friends, and this is a song about that time. Another cold December is come and gone. I've been trying to fight through life alone. January, it gives me thrills. You know the darkest days are in your throne, getting watching your way to the throne. You know me, I'm just trying to win. I see them walking and talking, half asleep, they're living a life on a dream for way too long, for way too long. Spaces off my mind, left back in summer, keep your breath this time. I'll breathe when I wanna, spaces off my mind, left back in summer, keep your breath this time. I'll breathe when I wanna, smoke trees if I wanna. Like a breeze, I'm gonna leave these fools behind. I won't stay up because you're killing trees. The world's never quite warm enough for me. I'll be here getting my thrills. The world's never brought me to my knees. The world's a lemonade and I lemon squeeze. You know me, I'm just trying to win. I've been a lover, a dreamer, a soldier and king, and I'm living my life on a dream for way too long, for way too long. Spaces off my mind, left back in the summer, keep your head this time. I'll leave when I wanna, spaces off my mind, left back in the summer, keep your head this time. I'll breathe when I wanna, smoke trees if I wanna. Like a breeze, I'm gonna leave these fools behind. Hey, I've been through colder Decembers and my heart is beating stronger, stronger. Another cold December is come and gone. I've been trying to fight through life for long. Come, give me my thrills. Thank you. So my name's Andy Desai. Last name is spelled Desai. I have some music on Spotify. I haven't done anything in a while, but trying to get back into it, you know. That's why I'm here. So, are any of y'all from Houston or Galveston or anything like that? No.
Birdman's from Houston online.
Oh, nice. Well, this is a song I wrote in high school, and we had Hurricane Ike was basically a big hurricane. We didn't have power for a couple of weeks. And I had bought a guitar, but I had never played it before. And now that there was no power, I couldn't play video games. So I had to go get my guitar and start doing something. So I wrote this song, and then I actually wrote it about the guitar, but I told my ex-girlfriend it was about her. Ex. This one's called Tonight. Tonight, if the world ends, we could stay under the sheets, making love to the beat of the songs I wrote for you. Death will never conquer me, everything will one day be way back in history, so get yourself inside my sweater sleeves. 2012 it never came, all we got was a hurricane. The old me is dead and gone, I know where I'd be right now. I'd be with my best muse, playing dreamy Beatles songs, just you and me tonight. I'd be with my best muse, playing dreamy Beatles songs, just you and me. Tonight, if the sky falls on everything we know, let's hop into my car and speed off to Mexico. Planes and trains and Uber cars, phones and apps and games just are not relevant. They are no medicine at all. 2012 it never came, all we got was a hurricane. The old me is dead and gone, I know where I'd be right now. I'd be with my best muse, playing dreamy Beatles songs, just you and me tonight. I'd be with my best muse, playing dreamy Beatles songs, just you and me. Tonight, if the world ends, we could stay under the sheets, making love to the beat of the songs I wrote for you. I'll be with my best muse, playing dreamy Beatles songs, just you and me tonight. Just you and me tonight. Just you and me tonight. Thanks, guys.
All right, give it up. Woo! I sound good.
Oops, sorry.
Darn. I always sound like the great and powerful Oz when he leaves that on. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. Anyway. So coming up. Give it up for Andy. Andy.
And I have to say, so that
really
song was about your guitar and not your girl. Girl. Gee, I wonder why she's.
And then she figured it out.
What? That song was about your guitar? I told all my friends it was about me. Okay, I don't know what she sounds like, but.
Yeah, Ernie, you do a lousy girl's voice. Just
know.
got to tell you, I can do a dude's voice better than you can do a girl's voice.
I used to have this girlfriend that
oh God,
that had this pitch like it's like 2.5K on the equalizer. That's like the most annoying pitch any sound guy cannot stand. That's
that was your first wife.
Well, I guess there's a couple of them then, I guess.
Snap.
And that's the first frequency a sound guy will pull out of the EQ that's harsh. It's like, and they had that tone, like, and I didn't put it together until like years later. It's like, that's what it was. The tone, literally the tone of her voice. But
can I do the impression?
Oh God, no, don't. Okay, go ahead.
Who wants me to do the impression of Ernie's first wife? Okay, it's only saying his name, and that's all you have to do, and that'll just make him cringe. Ernie. That's exactly the way she sounds.
I remember one time I was working on my car, and she was sitting on the back doorstep.
You got to hear this.
And I was under my car, and the wrench slipped, and bam! I smashed my hand, and blood started gushing out. As I crawled out from under the car, blood gushing out of my hand. I'm holding my hand. I'm running into the house because there was a bathroom right there by the back door. And I was like, move, yeah, because she wouldn't move. And she's like,
she was sitting on the steps smoking.
Yeah, she was, sitting on the steps smoking. I was like, move, get out of the way. She's like, don't tell me to move. While blood was gushing down my hand, I'm like, so I had to get around her, and she just sat there like, hello.
Real quality human being there.
See,
seriously.
You know what? See, now, huh? I know, it's just going to get back to her somehow, some way, because we are broadcasting. And
no.
And she's probably never ever seen any of the shows that we've done over the last 11 years, and somehow she's gonna watch this and she's gonna call me up.
And if she does, I have one thing to say: he got it right the third time, bitch.
Oh,
that's all I can say.
Whoa.
And see, you know what makes me feel good? And I know this is really.
And I usually don't talk bad about.
This is
my
really
exes.
catty and insecure. I'm not naming names.
It doesn't take. Well, whatever. Go on.
Okay, I know this really sounds catty and insecure, but every so often, when me and Ernie are just kind of looking into each other's eyes, I say, Ernie, what's up? So you're saying I can kick both their asses? Oh yeah. Okay, I feel good now. That's it. That's all it takes to make me feel good. I'm just gonna like, yeah, rock and roll.
So this segment is called "Let's Rag on Ernie's Exes" segment of the show.
I know.
And I'll be getting phone calls tomorrow or text messages and shit.
I'm not gonna rag on my ex this time because I'll be here at 11:30 and I'll still be going. So.
And I never do that. You know me. I don't talk shit about him.
No, he doesn't. He leaves it to me.
Yeah, she does it for me.
I wrote a poem about a second wife. I'll bring it out later. But coming up next to the stage, my fellow host, my partner in crime. I've known him for 12 years, and I still don't know what he's saying half the time. He's got some old new shit. Whoever, it's bound to please. Give it up for Lost in Thought. Let's get ready to rumble.
Boom chaka laka laka boom chaka laka laka boom chaka laka boom chaka laka boom chaka laka boom.
So this is new shit.
New shit. Hot and steamy.
Yes. The track I was on had a jaggedly unstable base of bedrock, with steel and metal only cautiously embedded into the spine, running to the trail's end with bolts that seemed to be modestly latched with breakable string. It held close enough to the destination to where a mirage of it could be seen dancing at the cross-section of lights and tunnels. But as seeming to often be the case, my eyes were captured by the traveling scenery, vast landscapes bred in the painted strokes of distraction, and those puffs of cloud cotton dipped upside down in a wide open blue canyon, and it didn't seem to take much for the rust of dark rain to corrupt all of this fluff and drench it into weighted boulders painfully streaked with electric curses riding high on the chaos of the storm. I kicked the conductor out, and took hold of the controls, twisting them into scrap metal sparked with moments of indecision that rattled the engine, dragging itself from inside the wheels that are pulled with sappy violin string. The passengers haunted. Sitting just behind the wheel is the echoing voice of my cousin, whose tone grasped the fury. You'll help your friend who's talking about ending her life, but you won't do shit to help your mom. Drop everything and move back to Rochester. You are a bad son. And even though this is probably not what she meant, the sting with the venom dipped in seemingly friendly whispers spoke differently. And there's this guilt that's choking the life out of the smoke cloud, suffocating from the top of the train, polluting the nighttime air with stationary smog. Guilt I am carrying with my own creation from the mirror staring back at me, allowing myself to fall again and return to eating habits that seem to plump up my calories with a soggy mind fuck, seeping sluggish confusion into my veins, that see myself as running, forcefully imprinting my footprints on the cracked desert earth, trailing ablaze into the groundwork. But keeping it as a hologram programmed to be this image, permanently placed above my head, taunting my dreams with a better version of myself. I feel guilty over the cats outside. Just today I saw one with a limp, and the carrying destruction seems to tangle weeds at the bottom of the rail track, puncturing the steel wool with the thorns of vines that sharply lick a bladed grimace into the wobbly turnstile of the rims, painting with dim sparks that speckle charred dust, drying out the flower beds. And yes, I even feel guilty over my mom every day, wondering how she is handling herself there by herself. She's got neighbors and friends, but no one to actually help. My aunt and uncle became casualties of the Trump era and decided to not recognize us as family anymore. Riding on the much more private line, running on gold spires just miles ahead, drunk on a fool's paradise, with a paper-thin cradle of comfort that the green fragility of money can seem to create. At least I was able to help my friend, at least. But here I am, lost again on this track. However, I'm not that far off. The storm may be howling with numb beasts. The gears may have been corroded with a film of rust, twining over the throttling core. I may be powered more by envy and lust than the actual power of my handheld controls that can turn this forward to any number of bright shining tomorrows. But I can still see a light. It's not faint. It's not far. It's not a glimmer shining just behind the vast emptiness of skies gone cold-blooded. It's still very much present. And since I was able to at least put some of the bedrock together, built from the seeds of earth and grown into the stable skin of these hard shells, it isn't that much more to see myself back there. It's just a little further.
All right, give it up for Lost in Thought.
Boom, chaka like a boom. You know, part of that, there was a part when you were talking about the cat that was limping and stuff. It reminds me of the lyric, The Game of Life by the Scorpions. They have a line in there that says, the Game of Life is the title of the song. There's a line that says...
The album's called Humanity.
Yeah. And there's a line that says, the wounded deer leaps highest to the sun until its day is done. Like, no matter how injured, or they won't complain. What's that quote from that? Remember G.I. Jane? I never saw a bird that felt sorry for itself.
He will fall frozen dead from a bough without feeling sorry for himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. And that's kind of like that, you know.
Yes, D.H. Lawrence.
There you go.
Tom Moon got it.
Yeah. And
of course.
And it's true. An animal will, no matter how injured, they'll keep going. They'll keep. This is the game of life. They're going to survive. They're going to do what they can to keep going. Okay, I'm sorry about getting so profound.
No, it's okay.
And I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Don't let anybody talk to you like that.
Yeah.
Okay? Nobody deserves to live rent-free like that in your head.
Yeah. even if they are family.
I almost want to go, okay, who is this bitch and can I kill her? I'm sorry, but nobody talks to my little brother like that, okay? When he told me what happened, I was like, okay, she can die now. I'm sorry. I'm very defensive about the people that are close to me. Very.
Yes, thank you.
Just remember, if she crosses in front of my eye line, she's getting a knuckle sandwich.
Or at least a hard stare.
Or she'll get the eyebrow. Okay.
The stink eye.
All right. Yeah, well, I don't want to abandon my kids and get sent to jail. So, who's coming up next?
So we have one more person before the lightning round.
Unamas. Oh, lightning round, online people.
Yes. They were telling me that Jonathan didn't make the lightning round, so it's Reggie and Birdman.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I pull him up right now. He's frozen there. I guess he's offline.
Okay. So.
Oh, okay.
Who is finishing up our live audience?
So finishing up our live audience, we've got Zach.
Woohoo!
Almost sounds like something Rodrigo would play. Almost. Adjusting the microphone to get the optimum pickup performance.
Thanks for having me. And thank you, Lost in Thought, and Hot Tamale, and Ernie B for putting on this show all this time. You guys are pillars of the community. This is a very special group, a lot of talented people. And I'm really honored to share the stage with all of you and these 30 smiley face balloons. So I'm doing a double act tonight. I'm going to be playing some original songs. My friend Smiley's going to be doing interpretive dance. My first song is called Beaches. I'm only free with the wind in my hair. I taste the sea in the salt on the air. Surrender my body to the waves in the surf. Roll by the sea, rest my bones on the earth. I breathe in the sky, let it out with a sigh. Watch the sunset on the clouds of my breath. I could never lie, there's no good in goodbye. Let's take a rest from this race to our death. Under my hand, I knew it was right, but love makes no demands. I heard the birds sing, here comes the sun. I wanted to speak, but the light struck me dumb. She knew anyway, every word I would say. Another taste of her love unraveled my tongue, and I said, whoa, whoa, baby, don't go. Whoa, whoa. She said, can't you hear it calling? It knows my name. It's on the horizon, just around the bend. I've got to find it, and so should you. I won't be happy until I do. And she said, oh, 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 I've got to go. Oh, oh. So just drink this amber liquid to dissolve our inhibition. 'Cause I don't want to question any of my intentions with you. Ooh, with you. Thanks very much. So these songs don't exist anywhere on the internet. You just have to enjoy them now while you can.
Now they do.
All right. This next song is called "The Great Imitator." I've never been so hungry that I would eat crow. I've never been so thirsty that I'd swallow my pride. I've never been wrong, not once in my life, my life. I lost all my conviction along the long road to wisdom. All my doubts, they weigh me down, but I find truth in my fiction. I walk that fine line where the water meets the sky, the sky. I've always had too much, oh, but it's never been enough. If it's half full or half empty, it's the other half I envy. It's my religion, but the parables they say, love finds a way. I'm the man of your dreams. I heard you talking in your sleep. The things you say about me, I'd rather not repeat. You know I can't believe you never think of me, of me. Thanks very much, and bravo to you all for putting on this show.
As our hosts mosey to the stage. Oh yeah, free balloons for everyone.
Either that or come up here and start sitting on them.
So let's hear it for Zach. Doing his rendition of 99 yellow smiley face balloons.
Oh, Zach, I put your picture on the Spoken and Heard Instagram, and I made
she
sure
did
to
a
include.
good picture.
I made sure to include Mr. Smiley. You're gonna have to take him on the road. You do know that, right?
On the road again.
All right, Lost in Thought. What is coming up next?
Coming up next, we've got the lightning round.
The lightning round.
So we're going to have Birdman 313 followed by Reggie Goodwin.
Are you ready, video callers? All right. So first off, we have Birdman, then Reggie Goodwin.
That's right. Yeah, you too. We'll see you again. Happy New Year, real soon. Oh wait, hold on, Birdman. Hold on. What was that, Birdman? We didn't hear you.
I said the first performer, he said 313, I must be from Detroit. No, I'm from Benton Harbor, Michigan, but 313 stands for my birthday. Yes. So this poem here is titled Walking in Darkness. Walking along in the darkness, feeling like we have been left alone at such a dark time. Everything is gone that once was beautiful and has turned into an invisible light. It seems we have come miles and miles with no ending destination in sight. Stopping here under the only streetlight that appears to be God's vision. Dance with us so we don't feel so alone in this dark time. We may never see home again, so let's hold on to each other and let the tears roll down. Praying that we can stay away from all harm. This disease may have taken many of those we love, but knowing that somehow the angels will save us from the dark gray skies we see above. We must not let these be the last minutes of the time we may have together. The fight against this invisible enemy has taken over the world. We try to fight it with vaccines, masks, and standing at a distance, when all we want to do is dance again. We walk in the dark with our eyes wide open, looking for any sign of light in the tunnel of hope. Stretching out our hands, hoping to feel someone is there to touch. Wanting to hold you, comfort you, and help you through this dark time. Crying out, reaching out as you gasp for air, then realizing no one is there for you. It feels like no one cares. The pain of helplessness consumes your mind, feeling like you are trapped in this cruel place with the pandemic, gunfire, brutality, hacking, natural disasters, and robbery. Wondering and hoping and praying that we will remain sane in this time of living while we are walking in darkness. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Goodwin, you're up next.
And this last piece, I hope it follows with Birdman's, is a 20th century piece. It's just titled If. If I could, I would break down the wall of expectations and limitations between us as I listen to your voice caress English prose. If I could, I would touch you and allow your touch on me, igniting electric currents, birthing goosebumps on brown skin, hot for such a touch. If I could, I would have us spill into an embrace that would allow our heartbeats to synchronize their rhythms into one pulse, one hum. If I could, I would pull lips into a sweet caress that would last for hours and breathless days as we melded into each other's visage, the lines an indistinguishable pretzel. If I could, I would rip off my garments in rash abandon at your invitations to love, anoint your skin with edible oils and fragrances, manicure your fingers, pedicure your toes, and bless each one with a kiss, my actions a gift. This is my body I give unto you. If I could, I would sip sweet wine on weekend mornings, lying naked by you, reading Voltaire, Tolstoy, and Blair, engaging between chapters in acts, making the Kama Sutra pale in passions compare. If I could, I would spend an eternity, treasure a moment as eternity, feeling your body tremble, hearing the sweet voice of your climax. If I could, I would make myself a rich and perfect man, giving myself to you fully, and count it a blessing that the last sound in this life be the laughter of children, the music from your speech. If I could, I would write a poem of prose for your clip, caress your gifted mind that would make love to you vicariously, since your employment of mine allows us not such freedoms, if only.
All right. And Jonathan's still frozen there in the corner. Thank you, Mr. Goodwin.
I thought I'd end on a more positive note.
All right. Thank you for the lightning round.
Yes.
And thank you, Reggie Goodwin, for giving Birdman.
Oh.
I'm gonna keep that going for a while.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Not until I see my official Birdman thong. Then I'll let it go.
Hey, the guy on the airplane had it.
Ew.
Oh no.
Oh God. God no.
I saw that. I'm like, that must be a Birdman song.
It's gonna be like this clip sponsored by Birdman 313. My God. Okay, and the lightning round, that was Reggie Goodwin and Birdman 313. Give it up for him.
We just had Claude Furry. I hope I'm saying that name correctly. Online. Say, hey guys, I had a blast tonight. They were watching online.
Oh, cool.
They just sent a message.
Okay, see, right now it kind of looks foggy in here, but I'm kind of wondering, is it my eyes or is it my glasses? I'm trying to figure that out.
It's the heroin.
Let me see.
It's the heroin, man. It's kicking in.
Okay, it's the air. Okay, okay. Should I do the thing?
Let's do the
thing. First we gotta thank Quinn for keeping us caffeinated, buzzed, and fed. Thank you, Quinn. The Huntress. I'm gonna have to get used to that one.
The Mighty Quinn.
Well, I didn't want to go into. That's so obvious.
I think we're still ironing out a nickname, right?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. I'm trying out the Huntress. I'm giving it a test drive.
Yeah, I like the Huntress. It seems appropriate.
Okay. So, Lawson thought, should we do the thing?
Yes, let's do the thing.
You have been witness to the baddest open mic in the ATX, spoken and heard live every Sunday night at Kick Butt Coffee, Music, and Booze. It's not just an open mic, it is a show, not a show without each and every one of you, including you, Ernie B, and the birthday boy. Thank you and good night.
Yeah.